Hey y'all, here at the house and enjoying our second day off. And I got to thinking about when Laura and I went off duty. We hopped in a van and we were heading home, and we decided instead of stopping at Walmart and getting our groceries, we'd go over to Fred Meyer's. Because our experience in the 3 weeks out, it seemed like Walmart um, has just been ravaged with people hoarding large quantities of food. And then not even talking about the toilet paper. Walmart doesn't have toilet paper. Fred Meyer's doesn't have toilet paper. Target doesn't have toilet paper. It's nuts how people are hoarding that product. But it's the same thing with canned food and bread and water. Um, we went over to Fred Meyer's, and that was almost the case. The only thing that they really did not have was toilet paper, and so that was fine. We got home, and we have a supply here at the house, so I'm not concerned about it. Um, but when we left Fred Meyer's, um, we went to the stop sign at the intersection just before we passed through it to do that little hook and jump on Interstate 5 southbound. While we were stopped at that stop or not stop sign, stop light, there was a lady on the street corner, a homeless lady, and she had held up a sign, or was holding up a sign, and she saw us drive up, and she just kind of turned and looked the other way, just thinking, these people aren't going to do anything. But the sign said, "Hungry, I need food," and anyways. I told Laura, I pulled out my wallet and I gave her a $20 bill. I rolled the window down. I said, "Here, give this to her." So we rolled the window down, and the lady walked over and she handed her the $20 bill, and she looked down at it and she was shocked. I mean, we give money to people who I feel are truly need it. And this lady looked at that $20 bill and seemed, in our opinion, in shock that we would have given that large a bill to someone. And she just looked at us and said, "Thank you." And then Laura says, "Do you need anything?" She says, "No, I'm going to go in the store and buy some food. Thank you." And then she turned around and walked off. And then our light turned green, so we drove off. But the thing about this coronavirus, we're all stuck here in a home. If you can, spare anything, and you're driving to the store and you see somebody there, um, I'm not going to judge anybody. If somebody's out there and they have a sign and saying they're hungry and need food, do what you can to help them out. This coronavirus has everybody in a home, pretty much self quarantining ourselves, for 14 days. We're not sick. We're just home for off-duty home time, and we'll be back out in a couple days. Resupplying these grocery stores. Our typical, speaking of that, our typical routes aren't what they normally are. We're pretty much going north south on Interstate 5, and we even have a letter saying that in the truck saying that Heartland Express is authorized to be out on the road. I can't quote it directly. I don't remember what it is, but we have to have this letter in our truck to be allowed to be driving in and out of states, multiple states, um, because, some of the states are actually shutting down travel, but not for truck drivers, I imagine, UPS, FedEx, DHL, post office, those type of people probably have the same letter. But to me, it's just common sense. If somebody pulls you over and says, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here," um, my question back at them is, "Really? And who's going to put the food in the grocery stores? Who's gonna bring that Amazon order to your house?" Because you can't find toilet paper in a grocery store, so you have to order it on Amazon, and an Amazon delivery person or FedEx or UPS is delivering it to your doorstep because you need it. So anyways, I kind of got off on a rant about stupid toilet paper. The whole point of this is don't forget the homeless people that are out there in the streets. we're going to be having a little bit of a hard time financially. Um, they're out there; they don't have anybody to depend on other than the grace of us. So remember the homeless people during this coronavirus. That's all I wanted to say. God bless you and God bless America.